You don't want my lips to be dry up on these videos because y'all be judging my ass. Anyway, hello you guys, my name is Precious Omphithetse. If you're tuning in for... Let's start again. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Precious Omphithetse. If you're seeing this face for the first time, on today's episode of Vlogtober, we are going to be doing a first time tag. I don't know why I thought of this video, but I only thought about it like a few minutes ago. I don't know why I'm wearing this t-shirt. I have to change this. I'm sorry, can I go change my t-shirt now? Okay, so like I was saying, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Precious Omphithetse. If you're tuning in for the first time, on today's video or today's episode of Vlogtober, this is I think episode 24, 25. Because I already have a video that I shot. I don't know if I'm going to post it before this one or after this one. I'm just still not sure about it. But anyway, on today's video, we're going to be doing a first time tag. So let me just warn you, my life is a little bit boring. Like, I've never been, you know, that kind of person who has a lot of drama in her life. So if I don't really have a lot of drama, or most of these questions I'm going to pass on because I don't really have anything to say on them, don't judge me. Thank you. Let's not judge one another. So I'm going to be using my laptop to read these questions, and then I will be answering them, looking at you guys. This white thing here is the top that I was wearing. Just don't mind it. Thank you. I don't have my glasses on. I don't know why I'm acting like somebody who can see, but yeah. So the first question says, the first app you check when you wake up in the morning. The first app that I check when I wake up in the morning is YouTube Studio. It needs to stop because I actually open it every morning when I wake up. I wake up at 5, so when I wake up I go to YouTube Studio and just check how my videos are going, which is something I need to stop because it's getting addictive. But at the same time, I just want to know if people are actually enjoying my videos and if people are actually watching them. So, which reminds me, if you guys really enjoy these videos, please like it so that I know that you actually want to see more of it. If you don't like it, then I'm confused as to whether you liked it or you don't really want to see it anymore. So yeah, it would be great if you guys like the videos. That's like the first step that I check when I wake up in the morning. The second one says, first broken bone. I've never broken a bone. I've never played in that kind of manner in my life, so I've never broken a bone at all. The other one says, first foreign country you've ever visited. South Africa was the first foreign country I've ever visited. Is it foreign country? It is, because it's foreign to me. So South Africa was the first foreign country I've ever visited. First Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook post. I don't remember. My hair, guys. Hair, it's gonna... I don't remember. I'll be lying if I said I remember. I don't. But I do know that I used to post a lot on Facebook. So that's why I hate Facebook so much right now. But I don't think I remember what I first posted on Facebook. But I know I was 13 years old when I got onto Facebook. So the first time I got onto Facebook, I was 13 years old. Wow, I look so pretty today. Oh my god. The first time I got on Facebook, I was 13. I think I was 13. My brother created that account for me. I was like 13, 12. I think I was 12. Not 13 yet. I was still 12. And then Instagram, I got onto Instagram when I was, I think 17. Yeah, when I finished grade 12. And then Twitter when I was about 19, 20. That's when I started Twitter. So yeah, my first makeup item, I do not own any makeup items. The first time I applied makeup on my face, or someone did, I was 19. It was during lockdown, I think. Yeah, it was during lockdown, and my Sugar and Spice and I did makeup. I think I'm gonna show you guys like a picture somewhere here. And we were doing like photo shoots at home, and it was just kind of crazy because we're all bored. And then the second time was in school. My roommate in 2021, I think. Yeah, I was like 20 years old. She's like the second person who applied makeup on my face. I'll also put a picture if I find it. So yeah, I only applied makeup on my face like twice. So the first time was in 2020, the second time was in 2021. And both times I wasn't doing it for myself, I was doing it for people. The first time because my Sugar and Spice wanted us to do a photo shoot and I couldn't say no, so I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And then the second time because my roommate wanted to advertise because she does makeup and stuff, so yeah. The first plane ride you've ever went on. Sabawal iplane kesan. Sabawal iplane kesan. Private jet even kesan alwan. Oh God, Jesus. Anyway, first time I've ever gotten into trouble at home in school. The first time I've ever gotten into trouble at home, I don't think I've ever really been in trouble at home. Like, unless it was like minor things, I don't really remember. But it would probably be like minor things. Like, what else would it be, dog? I don't know. I really don't remember. I'd be lying. I don't remember. But at school, at primary school, I used to be like the most innocent kid ever. At high school, not high school, middle school. High school was worse. Middle school, that's where that's where the danger started. Because in, I think, form 1, I was like one of the good kids. Like, I was very quiet and very talkative sometimes. Like, I think I used talking as a defense mechanism, because people used to bully me a lot, so I'd use that. But they still bullied me still, you know. But I think the only things I got in trouble for was like noise making and stuff, and not cleaning and stuff, until form 3. The biggest one was in form 3. I think that's grade 10 for most people. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So what happened is, we were writing exams, right? We were writing exams, and during the exam, I had a water bottle, and one of the guys, he was actually graduating the other day. One of the guys, it was his birthday that day, so we all knew it was his birthday, and we all told ourselves, we're waiting the last, I think we had 2 exams that day, I'm not sure, but we all said the last exam, we're coming for him. Like, I told him, I was like, bro, the last exam, after the last exam, I'm coming for you. And we all know when it's someone's birthday, we have to splash water. Hello, hi, which way do you go to school? Because that's what we do, that's a norm. So I was like ready. I had a water bottle right on my desk, right? I was ready. The moment they took the papers, they like went to the other room to like check if the papers are like sealed and stuff. When they left, there's me, water on the child, just little drops. Hello, hi, how are you doing? I was the first to do that. And then the papers went, and then immediately after the papers went, people came like from different, like people like I think it started with our class, because most of my classmates were in the room that I was writing in. Like, I think 1 or 2 people were like not from our class, so we started splashing water on him. I even remember going to get like bottles, because people had water bottles, and they would like put them on his neck. So that's what we did. I was like pouring water on him. So what happened is, now we're doing this while the other class, there's like another class like in front of us, where they are collecting these papers. You know how after you write exam, there's like, they check if the papers are sealed, and then you sign and stuff. They're not done doing that. We're thinking, well, these people are done and they're gone, but they're not. So the principal is actually looking at us while we do this thing. Guys, I was the only female he saw. So we were called to the office, because he's like calling everybody that he saw, and then he's like, write the names of the people that were there. These mandams wrote my name, and I was the only female that was on that list. So I got to the office. Now I'm confused, because I remember I'm not the only female who poured water on this boy. The vice president, what am I saying, not the principal, it was the vice principal. The principal was a woman, so she knew me, because from form 1 till form 3, I did not like wearing skirts. So on days where we're supposed to wear skirts, I would still wear pants. So she knew that I was the stubborn kid who's always wearing pants. Do you get what I mean? So when I walked in, she's like, hey, meaning it's you again, right? So I'm just like, hey, I'm the only female here. Then she's like, you know what, because you're the only female, I'm going to whoop you. I'm the one who's going to beat you. The vice principal is going to beat the boys, because he was a man, and there was a lot of boys, you guys. So we were called in, and then until one of the boys called, like, no, but there were other 2 girls. Like, there were not even 3 of us. There were like a lot of other girls who did that, but because so they called 2 more, and then I think one more, Natasha. I still remember. Oh, Natasha, Kesab. So kumbula every time when I say the story, because it was just you and me who got beat that day, and other girls did that, but it was just Natasha and I who got beat that day. So that was the first time I got in trouble at school, but it never really got home. I don't think, every time I got in trouble, like, it never really got home. Even in high school, I remember when I was taken to the DC. DC is the disciplinary committee, because 2 girls were fighting in class, and apparently I said, wow, you're leaving her, you're letting her go, just like that. And then when I got there, they were like, you said that. I was like, me say that? No ways. But they were like, okay, but we're gonna beat you because people witnessed you and they heard you say that. And I was like, okay, fine, but I'm sick, you cannot beat me because I have a bone problem. I said I had a bone problem, so I could not get beaten. So they did not beat me to this day. To this day.
Still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day.
They will never beat me, girl. I was never gonna do that. Hell no. Beat me for what? But yeah, I used to get a lot of beating, especially in high school. Like I would get a lot of beating for a lot of things, like making noise, saying stuff. I remember Kitsui like during a standard class because he was beating people, and I don't know what he was beating people for. So me Nagati, yes says Yazin, this window is right next to me, and this man is beating people, and I'm not getting beaten for what? I don't know. Then I dipped. So he realized, I think he saw me as I got out of the window, through the window. So he let me go. And then the next class, he was like, you're not attending my class until I beat you. And I was like, I'm not getting beaten, until I went to his office one time. So every time when there was a Tsala lesson, I'd leave the class because he didn't want to see me in class for some time. And then at some point, he was like, I should pick up later around school for like, to fill up this big plastic bag. I don't know if you guys know them, but this big trash bag. And then I only waited, like, because during the day it was general cleaning, so I waited for it to fill up, to be full. So I dragged it to the store department, and I got that. I was like, oh, I did that. And he was like, okay, cool, you can start coming back to my class. So yeah, that's how much I've been in trouble, guys. These are just some of the stories, but I've been in trouble, especially in middle school and high school. But at home, they don't know these stories. If you're from home, if you're my brother, my sister, guys, don't mind this, my brother, my sister, my aunt, my mom, my dad, whatever, don't mind these. I'm just making it up. I'm joking. It's not me. I didn't do that. No ways. The next question says, first YouTuber you subscribed to. I think it was probably a music channel, but yeah, but a YouTuber, I'd say Zibobanzi was the first YouTuber I subscribed to. This was 2019, because the other channels that I was watching were like you know that Indian guy who does chemistry. If you don't know that Indian guy who does chemistry, I don't know which school you go to, but that Indian guy, I didn't subscribe to his channel, but I was just watching his videos, so they would always appear. So the first person I ever subscribed to was Zibobanzi. First time you went shopping on your own, I think when I came to varsity, because when I was back home, like I never went shopping alone unless I think the first time I went shopping alone, it was after I got a job. Because after varsity, after high school, I got a job. I think the first time I went shopping on my own, it's when I got my paycheck. I think I went shopping on my own. Yeah. My first boyfriend or girlfriend, I've never had a boyfriend. Weirdly enough, I'm hoping that I'll have my first boyfriend at 40. Because these men ain't loyal. But anyway, I've never had a boyfriend, which is weird. But I think I've said this before, like multiple times. Even on that video where I was talking about things that I'm coming to terms with, which is doing very good. I did say that it is okay for me not to be in a relationship at my age. So yeah, I've never had a boyfriend. My first car, I've never had a car. My first celebrity crush was Justin Bieber. Who did not have a crush on Justin Bieber? Who the hell are you? Which world you live in if you did not have a crush on Justin Bieber? Are you kidding me, mate? Are you kidding me? It cannot be possible. If you've never had a crush on Justin Bieber, I don't know what to tell you, but you're giving me weird vibes, because who doesn't have a crush on Justin Bieber? My second crush was Jaden Smith, just in case you want to know. My third crush, I don't remember, but it would definitely have been a Disney character. Like, not like a Disney character, but like one of those guys who were on Disney movies and stuff. So probably one of those, but I'm not too sure, but one of those. But yeah. My first ever, okay, this one I passed it. My first ever cell phone. My first cell phone was, it was like this small, guys. It was this small. I don't remember the name, but it was very small, but it was not really working. So when I say my first cell phone, it worked for a while because I could play games. I don't know, I got it from someone. I don't know who I got it from, but I was like in, I think, primary school. But yeah, I remember so well. I just don't know who gave it to me, and I don't know if like why it was not working at the time. But that was like my first phone. But if it's not it, then if it doesn't count, then my first phone was a BlackBerry Curve 9. Is it 9300? Is it 9300 or 3900? And I think it's 9300. BlackBerry Curve 9300. I was, I think, 15 years old. That's when I got my first phone. Yep. Abanye bethu asirich, guys, nge endlela licabanga ukuthi sisirich kakhona. No ways, we're not. My first ever date was this year. I've never really been on dates. This was like my first date. I don't want to call it a date, but people say I should call it a date, so it was a date. My first date was this year. But I hated the fact that I didn't like it, but the idea that it was a date was nice. So I guess my first date was this year. May, April, somewhere there. My first ever, okay, this is weird, okay, I got this. My first ever kiss, I was 15 years old, to my first crush. I'm not gonna say more, that's it. If you know who my first crush is, please don't comment it, don't say it. If he's ever going to watch this video, video and just leave me alone. No, I'm kidding, okay. But I was 15 to my first crush. My first fear, I think, to be quite honest with you guys, my first fear was disappointing my family. Like, that's like one of the fears that I had growing up, because I never wanted to disappoint them, especially academic wise. I've always been an academic person, because I realized, see, the only time you tell your attention from home is if I do well academically. So I became this academically rooted person. So I believed in academics a lot more than anything, so I never really wanted to disappoint my family. I always made sure that I do well in my academics so they could be proud of me and not disappointed. So I think that I would say that counts as my first fear. My first friend in college, like, okay, if we're going to remove everybody else that I knew from high school and what, my first friend in college, damn, I don't remember. I really don't remember, because I never really called like these people my friends. The only people I call my friends are like people I knew from high school and middle school. So I would say my first college friend would be the person that I'm still friends with, like my one and only friend. You guys already know her, so I don't really have to say. If you don't know her, you have to watch my channel for you to know her. So I think I would say she's like my first college friend. Yeah, because everybody else I knew from high school, which I don't talk to them anymore. Don't ask me why, girl. My first heartbreak, I think it's unfortunate to say that I've never had a heartbreak. Nobody has ever pulled out my intlizio. So yeah, I told someone this morning, and they asked me such a very weird question that I was just like, why are you asking me that? Just ask me if I've ever been heartbroken and I'll say no. But the other questions are unnecessary, okay? Guys, let me tell you something, right? Let me just warn you. Asking someone if they're a virgin or not is something you should just keep quiet about. Like, there's no need. It's like asking someone their body count. Just keep it to yourself. If they want to tell you, they will tell you. There's no need for you to ask. Why are you asking? Why do you want to know? Why is that going to change anything? It's not going to change anything, is it? I don't know. I've never had a boyfriend. I'm always been single, so let me just shut up, right? Let me shut up. My first job, I was a tutor at Crack It Tuition, which, if you have anybody who needs a tutor, let me know, or I'll leave the details down below for you to talk to somebody and get your child to a tutor, girl, because wow. My first pet, I've never had a pet, but the pets were like home pets or pets that were just home. So I had never had like my own personal pet, so I can't really say like my first pet. My first piercing and when did I get it? My first piercings were these, and I was like probably 3 or 4. Yeah, I think I got those when I was 3 or 4. And you know what's funny? I never wear earrings, but the holes are still like okay. Like I could put an earring right now and it would slide through. It's gonna be a little bit painful, but it's going to slide through. Like not that it's not going to give me a hard time sliding it through. You know how people's ears close up when they don't put earrings on? Mine are like okay, like you can just slide it through and it'll just go through. It's gonna be a bit painful, but it's just going to slide through. My first swear word, it was probably a Setswana word. I think it was something to do with a butthole. So it was my first Setswana word. I think swear word, it was a Setswana word, and I got beat for it because in our household, in that Catholic home, you don't swear, honey. You don't do that, because what are you doing? My first tattoo, I want to get a tattoo, but I'm also scared. So I don't have a tattoo, but I would love to get a tattoo, but I'm also scared. My first YouTube video is going to be put here. It was a vlog. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. It was just a vlog. It was this February, I think. Yeah, because all the other I was doing vlogs at the time, and I was only posting them on my WhatsApp statuses, and then someone said that I should post them on YouTube Shorts, and I was like, okay. And then I decided to record for YouTube. So that was like my first YouTube video. My first book I remember reading, let me not lie. The first person I talked to today, hey, let me not answer that. The first text I sent today was good morning. Yeah, the first text I sent today was good morning. So yeah, the first thing I do every morning is check my phone, drink water, decide if I want to wake up, shower, get ready to go shower, come back, get dressed, decide if I want to go to class. That's literally all I do. So let me say the first thing I do is check my phone. I want to end this video because there's so many questions. Okay. The first time you ever got drunk. Fun fact, I've never been drunk before. I've drank alcohol, yes. Have I been drunk? No. Have I blacked out? Yes. Now I know this is going to be confusing, so I've always been the type to taste like alcohols because I wanted to like understand the experience with alcohol. So I like taste. So the first time I actually got to drink a lot, I think I was doing first year. I don't know, I was going through a lot, man. So I decided to buy an 1818 bottle with my friends. Not really my friends, but yeah, my friends. And then the whole time they were mixing it with Sprite, and I was not, because I wanted what? To get drunk. I wanted to die. I wanted to feel what people feel when they're drunk, because I didn't want to think too much about what was going on. So I decided to drink. Like, it was dry, so I drank, and then they mixed, and then I was drinking while I mixed, because they were like, when now you're so bottle only one, so mix it. So I was mixing it because they wanted me to mix, so I mixed, right? And then I was just drinking with them. So I think they had like a glass each, and they were all gone dead. I was just like, what the hell is going on? Because everybody drunk and I'm the only one who's still alive. So we walked outside. Let me tell you, it's a story time. So we walked out. So let me tell you, okay, let's start this story time, right? So this day, right, we just woke up randomly. Allowance, or like, okay, let's go buy an 1818 bottle. It's 150. We all cast out our money, and then we went to buy 1818 bottle. We buy Sprite. We get back to school. I think it's the four of us. Everybody gets a glass. By mixing. I firstly took, I wouldn't say a shot because it was a gulp, dry, and then they all took shots, and then they mixed, and then I poured on my glass. In order for me to mix, like, let's say it's this much, I poured until, like, if the glass is this size, I poured up to like here. But the glass wasn't this big. It was obviously like those cups that you guys use when you go drink alcohol. It was that, but it was like almost half of it, right? So I poured, and they're like, Precious, you're going to mix. I'm like, I'm not mixing, I'm just drinking it like this. They're like, hi Bontombi, you have to mix. I was like, no, man, it's fine. I took that, I drank, downed it, right? Now I'm mixing. They're like, you're going to finish the bottle alone. So they mixed for me. I mixed, right? And then I think I had like half. No, I didn't actually. I had my half dry, and then I had my cousin's half when she mixed it. So I had her half, and then she drank half, and then I think she poured again a bit, half again. And then from there I was like, guys, I'm hungry, I want to go outside and get food. And then I said I was hungry, but one of them was like, let's go get food, and I was like, yeah, let's go. I left the room with no money. I do not know who I thought was going to get me food, but we walked outside. So when we were walking, I was wearing these shorts. Guys, I was wearing a string top and shorts. We walk outside, and then I meet this one person. I think a guy pulled my hand. I don't know who, but he pulled my hand and he was like, hi, you're so pretty, what's your name? I was like, hey, my name is Precious. And he's like, oh, okay, where are you guys going? I was like, oh, I'm hungry, I want to go get food outside. And he was like, oh no, I said I'm hungry. And he was like, oh, can I go get you food? I was like, I don't want food. And he was like, okay, let me get you a hot dog. Have you been drinking? I was like, yeah, we're drinking, but we're not drinking much. And he was like, okay, let me go get you a hot dog. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So we walked from, if you know UB, walked from 247 to outside, and he got me a hot dog. And then we're like, okay. Then we walked back. I don't know this guy's name. I don't think I remember his name even. I don't even know if he remembers me. But yeah, we walked back from the gate, and then while we're walking, he's just saying stuff like I don't even hear what he's saying. I'm just concentrating on why am I still having these sad thoughts because I drank alcohol. Why am I not drunk? Why am I not, like, I don't know what's going on. Like I'm just expecting to feel something, because when you know when people are drunk, they like act in a certain way. I'm waiting to act like that, but nothing is happening. So I'm just like, hey, this guy's irritating me. Whole time I'm eating this hot dog and I cannot finish it. So he's like, can I help? Like, are you going to eat that? I was like, no. He's like, okay. Then he takes it and eats. So while he's eating, we're walking, and then we got to a point where I was like, let me go back to my room, because now I can't see the people that I was with, because I had 3 people. Now I don't know where these 3 people are. I'm all alone. I have no keys to my room. I think I had keys. Did I have my keys? No, I don't remember. That was like 2019, guys. So anyway, I walk with this guy, right? We get to a point where we stopped, and then we saw people, and he was like busy telling people that I'm his girl. You know what? Oh, I remember. His story was that he has a girlfriend, but he wants to break up with her because he doesn't want her anymore. You know how boys are. So he was like, I like you. I think you're pretty. And I was like, no, I don't want to be the reason why you break up with your girlfriend. That's like not a cool thing. Plus, I'm not gonna be your girlfriend. So boy, don't do that to yourself. So he's like like, I was not even going to say yes, guys. I don't think I've ever reached a point where I was like, I want a boyfriend. Like, okay, let me not lie, I did say I want a boyfriend, but when it comes to when someone walks up to me and says, hey, I want to be your boyfriend, I'm going to say no, because what do you mean you want to be my boyfriend? Let me check the time. Okay, we have 5 minutes. So so he's like, okay, I want you to be my girlfriend, whatever. I was like, nah, I don't want that. But anyway, we walked, and then he was like, and then I think he talked to a guy, and then I was like, no, let me ditch him, because there's no way I'm going. And then I walked, and then he came behind me. And then when we got to my room, because it's like very early in the morning, and on campus boys are not allowed in girls' rooms at like past 12. So he walks behind me, and then we get to my room. My room is open, guards are in the door. I'm like wondering why guards are by the door, because I'm scared. Also, there's alcohol in our room. So they're like, we found this person laying on the floor. She's covered. Hey guys, so my cousin was drunk, like she was sloshed. So she was crying, saying that she wants her uncle passed away, fortunately. So she was like crying, saying she wants him. So the guards, I think somebody found her there, and then he tried like give her water, and then the water poured on her body, and then he covered her like with a blanket, and then he left. Whoever it was, I don't know who that was, but the door was open. So they're like, we found the door open, and she was crying. So they were like, are you the owner of the room? I was like, yeah, she's my cousin, I'll talk to her. And they're like, okay. Then they left. So obviously, because it's a boy, they're like, no boy, you're not allowed here. So he left, and then I was left with her, and then she was sleeping on the floor, so I couldn't really move her because wine kimela and stuff. So yeah, from there I was so bored because I was not drunk and I was not feeling anything, so I slept. Tell me why I woke up the following day at around 5. I think it was not even the following day, because it was, oh no, I didn't tell you guys the whole story. So we went there, and then I found my cousin, right? After finding my cousin, oh my god, the time, I found my cousin, and then I decided to give her a blanket and then close the door and take my keys and leave, because I was mad. Like, why are you drunk? And where are the other 2? Because you are with them. So I'm also mad at my roommate, because my roommate was with her sister, was my cousin. My cousin was with them. So I'm mad at my roommate and her sister that, why are you guys leaving my cousin? Like, I'm still mad. Like, why did you guys leave her behind? Why is she here alone? So I now walk outside, and then I see this one guy who asked me out when I was doing first year. So I'm seeing him, and he's drinking something. I thought it was water, because I was thirsty, I was parched. So I took the bottle, I drink. Now as I drink, I can feel the burn here. He's like, bro, that is Russian beer and it's dry. I'm like, a lot of holdings. This is what I wanted, because I want to black out. I want to get drunk. I want to get sloshed. So I drink it and I give it to him. I think I drank like a lot, because I was literally going down on that bottle. And then I drank it, and then we talked for like some time. I remember I texted somebody. There was a lot going on that day, okay? So I decided to go sleep. Like, nothing was still happening. I still felt normal. I was just okay. I don't know if I was drunk, but I was just so okay. Like, so normal. Like, I could hear everything. I know what happened. Like, I still remember most of things, but I was just concentrating on my pain and the fact that I keep feeling the same pain, and I just wanted to go away. And then I got back to my room, and then I slept. I think it was like 3 or like 2 a.m. and then I slept. I woke up like 6 p.m. So that's why I still feel like I blacked out, because I don't know, I feel like I blacked out. So I woke up in the morning with a bit of a headache, so I guess I had a hangover. So yeah, that's my story. I never got drunk. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. My time to go to class is up. I should have been gone there earlier, but to save seats for my roommate and her friend. But anyway, you know what, thank you so much for watching. My name is Precious Omphithetse. For those who do not know, this was my first time tag. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Please do like if you really enjoy such videos. If you do not, then I would understand. And please do comment guys. I want to know what you guys think and what you guys like about my videos. Whatever it is you don't like, if you are seeing like something behind me, just comment, say that, because I want to know that real people are watching my videos and not just computers. You know how the computer is always asking if this is a person entering the computer? That's what I want to know. So it's either you like or you comment, so that I know that real human beings watch this. Thank you so much for watching, and to the new subscribers, welcome to the family.